Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 most quotable movies. Yes, this is just for me personally. These are the 10 movies I quote the most in my everyday life. Everybody's different, everyone quotes different films, so let's talk about mine. These are my top 10 most quotable films of all time. And as always, for a top 10 list, you gotta have your honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are Cool Runnings, Beverly Hills Cop, the Harry Potter series, Grease, Lethal Weapon, Alien, Mary Poppins, Pulp Fiction, and Ed Wood. All films I quote the most, but not more than these 10 films. My number 10, Mean Girls. Mean Girls, yes, so fetch. Oh my god, Danny DeVito, I love your work. Yes, I quote this movie every day of my life. Thanks to me and my sister. Me and my sister watched this entire movie throughout our entire teen years, and just we love this movie. I love this movie, and Lindsay is a huge fan of it. So me and her watch it at least once a month. It's great. It's just so quotable, and I even do like the MC rap that Kevin Porter does on the Mathletes. I do that rap. I will not do it. It's a little embarrassing, but I love quoting Mean Girls all the time. It's super quotable, especially if you're someone like, if you were born in the 90s or even the 2000s, like you kind of grew up with this movie, and just it's super quotable. So yeah. Number 9, Wayne's World. Cha. Monkeys may fly on my butt. Swing. Wayne's World is a film I quote the most with a good buddy of mine. My best friend, we quote all the time. Like, we're like Wayne and Garth ourselves. Like, we quote Wayne's World all the time. Like, I always say, like, party on, man. He's like, party on. Okay, all right, yeah. Like, we quote Wayne's World. Wayne's World is just life, man. Just Wayne's World's one of the best comedies ever made. It's one of my favorite Mike Myers movies. I love Wayne's World. I love its jokes, and just again, it's just quotable. Like if you're, it's the kind of movie like if you watch it and it just doesn't hit with you, like Wayne's World's just an annoying film. But if you love it and you love these jokes and you love these quotes and these lines I say, it's one of the best comedies ever. It's I love you. Thanks. They also got pool table. Love Wayne's World. Super quotable. Number 8. Hold on to your butts. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, I quote every day. I quote pretty much all these movies all the time, and just Jurassic Park so many times. Like I always say that. I even like when we're talking about like products sometimes in just natural conversations. I do the Ian Malcolm. I'm like, they sell it, they sell it, they sell it, just sell it. I call it the rape of the natural world. Like that is one big pile of shit. Like I constantly quote Jurassic Park. Just it's one of the greatest films of all time. Like you just can't help but quote Jurassic Park. It's just welcome to Jurassic Park. I also do a lot of the just the little DNA. Like I do the voice like dinosaurs. I do that all the time too. Just love Jurassic Park. I quote all the time. Number 7, Die Hard. Die Hard, I quote every time. Like I'm at work, I quote Die Hard all the time. I'm like, get me my detonations. Like like when I was at the theater, I used to do that with popcorn. Like, get me my popcorn. It was always quoting Die Hard. I always do that. It was Gary Cooper, asshole. I do that all the time. Everything just like Die Hard is just another one of these. Like these are like classics here, and just like they have such good lines and good deliveries. Like everyone quotes these films. Die Hard. Number 6, Home Alone. Home Alone. Home Alone. I quote Home Alone constantly. Like I do the flick pick thing. Like this is it. Don't get scared now. I also do the I'm living alone. Every time I do that, sometimes Lindsay looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, she's like, could you please clean the bathroom? I'm like, you know what? When I get older, I'm living alone. She's like, what? I'm like, I'm just kidding. Quote Home Alone here. Just, yeah, Home Alone. Always quote. It's great. Number 5, Ghostbusters. Excited for Afterlife. Ghostbusters is one of the greatest films ever made, one of the greatest comedies, so don't fail me. Jason Reitman, please. Ghostbusters, one of the best quoted films ever. Come on now. Like, it's true. This man has no dick. You don't see that every day. Yep. It's Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I blame myself. So do I. I love Ghostbusters. One of the most best comedies. One of the most quoted films ever. Just, yeah, Ghostbusters. Number 4. Dumb and Dumber. Just like I do with my buddy, we quote Wayne's World together. We also quote Dumb and Dumber together with Harry and Lloyd. We do it all the time. I go up to my buddy all the time like, you're one pathetic loser. No offense. It always gets to him. And he wears cardigans, and I always say, pull over. He's like, it's a cardigan, but thanks for asking. like we do that all the time to each other. It's just Dumb and Dumber is always like a quote we always do, and we always joke about like doing the Harry and Lloyd dress up in the suits and do the swords together. It's like we always do that and fuck with each other all the time. It's Dumb and Dumber. It's just, every time you have a group of buddies together, you always quote Dumb and Dumber. Number 3, my favorite film of all time, Blade Runner. Blade Runner, I quote all the fucking time. Like I do the 6, 7, go to hell and go to heaven. Like I do the Tears in the Rain speech all the time, sometimes just randomly. And Lindsay's like, what are you talking about? She's never seen Blade Runner. I'm like, you wouldn't get it. Like I even do like the Rick Decker, tell them I'm busy. Like I quote Blade Runner all the fucking time. Just, yeah. It's Blade Runner. It's my favorite film, so personally, yeah, I quote it. Number 2, Star Wars trilogy. The original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I quote Star Wars all the time. Mostly the Darth Vader line, impressive. Most impressive. Every time I'm playing video games, like if I'm playing multiplayer or I'm playing with Lindsay all the time, anytime someone does something cool, I always say that. Impressive. Most impressive. And then I say it so much that I got Lindsay to start saying it all the time, and she's not even a Star Wars fan, but she's constantly saying it all the time. Impressive. Most impressive. Thank you, Star Wars. Anyways, number 1, though, the film I quote the most, and you would think it's my favorite film, but it's not. It's actually this film right behind me, Back to the Future. I probably give the most quotes to Back to the Future in my everyday life. I constantly do the 1.21 gigawatts. I even done, like, where they're going, we don't need roads. I do so many quotes from Back to the Future. I even say, like, you're about to see some serious shit. Back to the Future is just, to me, it's one of the most timeless films ever made, and just, it's one of my favorites, so I quote it probably the most in my everyday life. So yeah, that was my quick top 10 most quotable films to me in my personal life. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what are your guys' 10 films? What are the 10 films you quote the most in your everyday life? Give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.